Hello, some people are wondering how to use my spammer, so I figured I'd do a video tutorial so you can't get any easier than that, I hope. Hopefully I don't stutter too much for you. In the file comes two files. One is the Healing 7 Monster Bar, or whatever it's going to be changed to as I modify it. That's the main script. You have to have Auto Hotkey installed. It's a free GPL resource that's easy to install. It's very small. You also have your setup text. If you open that, there's nothing in it. It's just there to save some variables after you start the script for the first time. I guess the best way to do it is just to give it a start. So once you have Auto Hotkey installed, you're going to come over and you're going to double click on the script. The script's going to bring Dekaron forward so you actually can use the program without anything in the background to mess with it. If you look at this, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we'll go through it. You've got all the skills here you can spam. If it's checked, it's going to spam. So if you don't want to spam that spell, you're going to uncheck it and click whichever spells you want to spam. We have the auto target. Again, most of this is self-explanatory, but I'll go through since people seem to be confused about it. You click on it if you want it to auto target stuff. So when things get within range, it will automatically find things for you and attack them. If you wish to just spam the spells in the background and target manually, then you have that off. So when you walk up to something, you can choose to attack it or not by pushing your U key or whatever key you happen to use to attack stuff. Auto loot, that's really self-explanatory too. You simply click it if you want it to loot things automatically. You uncheck it if you don't. Auto heal and mana, I'll get to that in just a second, because every time you start it, there's 2 clicks you have to make and then you're ready to go if you want to use that. If you just want to use the spamming, again, you turn it off. If you want to actually spam your healing and mana besides just your spells, check it. Always spam is something that I've put in there because the auto target will not find other people's health bars, and the way I have it set up is it will not spam the spells unless you have a target. That way you're not using up a bunch of resources and sitting there spamming spells all the time when there's nothing to attack. So that's how that's set up. So always spam means if you're in like PvP, then you can go ahead and check that. That way no matter what, the spells are sitting there spamming, so no matter what comes up, it'll automatically spam spells against it. So it takes up more resources, but it means you're going to attack anything and everything that comes up on your bar to attack. Physical attack, there is a difference between spamming your spells and physical attack. So what this will actually do is it will spam for you to actually hit something as opposed to just spamming your spells on something. The difference is if you spam a spell, it'll attack it, and then you'll just stand there if you don't spam any other spells, and you won't be hitting anything. Physical attack means you actually start physically hitting it. That way, for some reason, the health bar is a little bit lower than the spam spell. It'll hit it and finish it off, or you'll get in that attack. The reason why that's there is if you're a caster, a ranged person, you usually want to click that off so you don't eventually get closer and closer to target that you don't want to get closer to. That's what that's for. Now, these are just delays to help you out. Target delay, the way this works is the lower the number, the faster it is. The higher number, the slower it is. I have them set pretty close to where they need to be. These numbers should range anywhere from around 1 to 30 realistically, based on the way I have it set in the system. So 1 means you're just spamming like crazy. Bam, 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 bam. The target delay here on 17 is about 1.7 seconds is kind of what that comes out to be approximately. Loot delay, same thing. If you want, they make it a 1 if you want to spam really fast to loot, or up to 20, 30 realistically for about as high as you want to go. Spell delay is how fast it's going to spam your spells when you're going. 125 seems to be really good for 3 to 4 spells. If you got like a full bar, and you want to spam the full bar, then around 50 to 75 is probably best. Now, since this does not stay up front, you set these spells this once, and you click it, and it goes until you turn it off and restart it. So you have what's called a press and hold F10 to pause. To pause it is basically press, hold, release. About that fast. we'll pause the script, and then press hold release F11. We'll continue the scripting. That's really it. Let me kind of show you how it works for the setup of the healing for the first time and the first time setup. So I'm going to click OK. You're going to get this. Resolutions, I missed the S on the very end there. This seems to be your first time setting this up because resolutions may be different. You'll need to target a monster or a vendor. Then it will prompt you to click on the left end of the monster's red health bar. You only have to do this once. Click OK to start when ready. So I'm going to click OK. Now I have a vendor right here. I'll go ahead and going to hit him real quick. And if you notice his bar comes up, you need to click as far over in the red as possible to give a colored pixel definition for him. So I'm going to click that, and you notice it disappeared, which means it went away. Now it's saying click health bar, which is your personal health bar. Now this up here, you only need to do that one time, and now it's saved in that setup file for you. Now when I want to heal myself, I'm going to say, oh, let's see, when I get to right there on health, I want it to heal. So you're going to click it. Obviously it disappeared. You see now it says click mana bar. Come over, you click your mana bar, and that's pretty much it. You're set. If you go around and you find monsters and you find out that it's not spamming the spells, then probably you have Windows 7 and your user authorization is set to high. Go into Elite PvPers and go to my first post, and it will show you how to lower that so auto hotkey actually works with Windows 7. It's a known issue. So you go into Control Panel, you go into your UAC, into the search, and then you lower that down to the bottom, reboot your computer, and auto hotkey should work fine. There's also some registry fixes out there if you look for them, but that seems to be the easiest fix to get this working. That's all I have. If you have any questions, please post them on the forum. I hope this helps.